Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to ReeYees Retro Toys. On today's episode, I'm going to show you the mega toy haul that I picked up from D&E Collectibles in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania. If you watched the last couple episodes, this is kind of part 3 in a series. The first one we went through Chad's collection again. The second one we hit up D&E Collectibles as a team, and now I'm going to show you what I came back with. So without further ado, let's get to the toys. Okay, so first up, I picked up 3 Toxie Crusaders figures. Now these were manufactured by Playmates Toys in 1991, and they feature phenomenal coloring and detail on these figures. This is Bonehead. I didn't find any accessories for him, but I did not have him on my collection, so I was happy to find him regardless. And then I found Headbanger. He came with one of his accessories. I guess he's missing his surfboard as well, but he kind of has his driller here. It's kind of a cool figure. I love the colors on this line. Playmates really went into early 90s mode here and had those bright neon colors that all of us know and love.
Toxic Crusader! It's Dr. Kill-Em-Off, the evil alien who wants to pollute the whole world. He's going to smogify every tree in Tromaville. But look who's gonna stop him! It's Toxie, the trendy, yet hideously deformed leader of the Toxic Crusaders, who with their help really gums up the works.
I'm toxic, but I'm tasteful.
How does he do it? What does she see in him? Where did he get that tutu? Toxic Crusaders! They're gross! But they still get girls. Hideously deformed action figures from Playmates.
And then I found Toxie himself, near complete. Has his mop with the flag, the shield, his belt, his little buddy here, and then one of the grenades. The only thing that he's missing are 2 of his grenades. So it was cool to find this near complete Toxie figure, because these are getting more and more collectible as time goes on, and the 90s kids are really starting to collect. Of course, me, I'm 80s and early 90s, so Toxic Crusaders were probably one of the last toy lines that I bought as a child, or my parents bought me as a child. Toxic Crusaders and Crash Test Dummies were probably the last couple toy lines that I played with as a child. Then I found this complete Quicksilver with Tallyhawk figure. Of course, this is from the Silverhawks line from 1986.
Silverhawks, partly metal, partly real, mighty warriors with the powers to protect space from all evil.
Bustles busting out, Shredder too. Stargazer seen us.
Figures with weapon birds sold separately.
Slybird, Surgery Report, Quicksilver, Activate Power Wings, Tallyhawk, Engage Scissor Wings. Now take him down. Mumbo Jumbo Air Shot. It's hero stomping time. No way.
Buzzsaw with Shredder, Quicksilver with Tallyhawk. Other figures with weapon birds sold separately. Silverhawks, new from Gunnyr.
He's not in great condition, but he is complete. I mean, he has his wings, and of course he has Tallyhawk. I did not have him in my Silverhawks collection, so I found him in the basement, if you recall, Chad and I down there. So I got a really good deal on him. Like I said, his chrome isn't the best condition, but just to find him complete alone is just a fantastic find. Silverhawks are getting really hard to find these days, and just the nature of the figure themselves with the chrome and whatnot, it's very difficult to find these guys in good condition, but a great add to the Silverhawks collection there. If you've been watching my channel, you already know that I'm a big Gobots and Rock Lords fan. I know that's crazy to all you G1 Transformer nuts, but I can't help it. I like Gobots.
They appear to be mighty robots, but you change them into mighty vehicles. Gobots and Super Gobots, each sold separately.
Gobots, 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 mighty robots, mighty vehicles, Gobots.
Gobots and Super Gobots, Destroyer, Sight Kill, and Leader 1, each sold separately.
But I found 6 Gobots that I didn't have in the basement. I found 2 different versions of Buggy Man here, and they are complete. Here is the blue version, and the orange version. I'm not exactly sure which one came out first, but GoBots are kind of known to do this. They have different repaints of various figures. So I found Buggy Man, 2 versions. Then I found a pretty rare one here. This one is called Gunnyr. He's not very common at all, but he had all of his pieces. He has his bombs underneath there as well. I love the bright orange color of him. Just a very cool figure. Chad actually found this one in the bin and said, "Oh, you got to pick that up. He's pretty uncommon." So I was glad to find him. Then one of my favorites that I've been looking to pick up, and I just never pulled the trigger on him on eBay, and see, I'm glad I didn't because I found him at D&E, is Vamp. He's just such a really cool figure. I'm not going to transform him all the way here, but like there's his face, and he has claws that come out and whatnot. He's just a cool figure. They also made him in a Super GoBots form, and I'm looking for him as well. But that's Vamp. Then I found the bomber plane Bad Boy, and he's in great condition. He has his stickers on there, and the bombs underneath. Kind of an old-fashioned bomber plane for the GoBots. That's Bad Boy. And then the last one that I found was Street Heat. It's kind of like a red sports car. This one's kind of different because the rear wheels stick out further than the other ones. But cool figure as well. And when I first got to Chad's house, he gifted me a couple of doubles that he had, and he gave me this Treads GoBots vehicle, which I did not have in my collection. And then he gifted me this Rumble vehicle. This is from the GoBots Boomers line of vehicles. And you just kind of hit these buttons here, and it pops up like that. And it has this ball inside that's supposed to open up and like spray things or whatever. Whatever you put inside that ball, it'll break open. So it's rare to actually find these guys with the ball inside. So thank you very much, Chad, for giving me this. I know you didn't have to do that, so that's just the great guy Chad is. So next up are items I picked up from my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. You know that's one of my core collections, so I'm always on the hunt for things to add to my Ninja Turtles. First up, I found this Road Ready Mutations Splinter figure. The stickers are pretty nice on it. This is from the Mutations line where they transformed into various vehicles.
It was a dark night in the sewer when Shredder was finally cornered. His only escape? To mutate into a road-ready mutant module. How are they going to catch him? Look! Leo is mutating into a fire engine! And Don is mutating into a stock car! Cowabunga Splinter is mutating into the party wagon! Better hit the road, Shredder, because the road-ready turtles are on your tail.
Now they
And whatnot. So you can kind of see Splinter in there in the driver's seat, and he transforms into Splinter. Of course, it's kind of a boxy, weird-looking Splinter, but it is Splinter nonetheless. And how cool is it that he actually transforms into the party wagon? Then I found this 100% complete Navy SEAL Michaelangelo figure. This is from the Mutant Military line, the second series of Mutant Military actually, and he is stunning. He is so in nice condition. The stickers are great on him. He has his scuba gear, or snorkel gear rather, and he has his harpoon gun and both grenades. Very nice looking figure there, so I was very thrilled to find him, to complete him in my collection. Then there was this Moon-Landin Michaelangelo figure. This is from the Apollo 11 turtle line from 1994, I believe. It's just a bare bones figure. He does not have his accessory. I think he came with a flag and then a base that they stood on, and then of course his astronaut helmet that went over his head. But I didn't have him at all in my collection. I don't have him carded or loose. So I was happy to find him in the basement of D&E. Additionally, in the basement was this pretty rare Sumo Raphael figure. There's no accessories. He's missing the ponytail that goes in the top of his head here. They only made 2 Sumo figures, Sumo Mike and Sumo Raph. And they came with various accessories and some like wooden looking flip-flops that go on their feet. And then they each had ponytails sticking out the top. And then on the back here, there's this little button that would spin the ponytail on the top of their heads. So he's a pretty rare figure, and I was very surprised to find him in the basement at D&E. I did not have him. I do have Sumo Mike in the same condition without his ponytail, but who knows, maybe I'll find the ponytails in a random lot of accessories one day. Then vehicle-wise, I found the fantastic Turtle Copter vehicle.
Why not? Because Splinter and the Turtles are hovering nearby in their Turtle Copter.
Hey guys, something's afoot.
Shredder's getting away, but with the Turtle Copter's punching skids, he's a pushover.
It's foot washing time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Vehicles and figures each sold separately from Playmates.
Now, all I really needed for the Turtle Copter was this shell. I found a Turtle Copter in a lot before, and it had most of the accessories, but for some reason one of the boxing gloves was broken off of the landing portion of the helicopter. So I mean, it was literally snapped off, broken. So all I needed to find was a shell, because I had most of the accessories. And in the basement of D&E, they had the shell of the Turtle Copter. And so I unboxed the accessories out of my storage room because I didn't have them displayed, and I realized really the only thing that I'm missing is one of the exhaust pieces. There's 4 exhaust pieces that stick up here, and I had 3 of them, and so I just need to find one piece of exhaust and I will have 100% complete vintage Turtle Copter. And such a cool vehicle too, right? You know, you pull this trigger and it sticks a little bit, but the boxing gloves go back and forth. So cool addition to round out some of my Ninja Turtle vehicles. I'm actually going to flip the camera around now and show you this next batch of Ninja Turtle stuff, because I think it will just be easier that way. So you can see why I think it's a little easier to show you from this angle here what I found. I found 6 Mini Mutant playsets from around 1994 to 95. Playmates made these Mini Mutant playsets similar to Mighty Max, and they kind of fold open, and they came with mini figures and various accessories.
There's huge news in the sewer. The Mini Mutants. It's Toka with a sneaky surprise. A mini technodrome with Mini Mutants all its own. In the Turtle Tenderizer Chamber, Mini Shredder has painful plans for Raph. Up top, a Mini Bebop's keeping an eye out. There's looking at ya. But Leo's got it totally covered. It's Leo's Turtle playset with some big mini surprises of its own, like a cool sewer scope and Mini Leo and Mike. Whoa, there's even a place for you, Shredder. Teenage Mutant Mini Mutants. The sewer just got smaller.
And I found these in their basement. Not all of them are complete, but a lot of them do have a lot of the accessories and the minifigures. This is the Michaelangelo Adventure playset, and the Mini Mutant Michelangelo Space Station, Donatello's basketball playset. There's Mini Mutant Donatello playset, the Leo Lair playset, and then this is the Carry Along Psy playset. So I am going to back up here, and then I'm going to open them up for you so you guys can get a better look at what's inside. And here they are all folded out. I mean, I don't think they're all ready or anything because there's so many different accessories involved. But it's a really cool concept for toys. And I mean, you can see how tiny the figures are. They even come with little weapons. Obviously those got eaten or tossed down a register somewhere in the house, Like there's the basketballs and the basketball player turtles for the sports. And then this one over here had the mini Super Turtles and Rhino Man in there. This set had Super Shredder and 2 of the Turtles. And you can see they even have the little weapons there, little nunchucks and Shredder's mace. And then the carry alongside playset had the mini Foot Soldier, Splinter, and movie star Raph figures. Again, I know I'm on several Ninja Turtle pages on Facebook for collectors, and I would imagine they would go nuts over this, because there's, you know, our turtle community, it's hard to find these mini mutants anymore. I just don't think a lot of people collected them, and those who have them are not willing to get rid of them. So this was a fantastic find for me to find these in complete or near complete condition like this with all the figures. And the final segment here is going to feature the Star Wars items that I picked up at D&E. First, I found this mini rig that I did not have. This is the AST-5, the Armored Sentinel Transport, which was released for Return of the Jedi. It has this hatch here that opens up and you can put the figure inside. It also flips up like this, and it has the cannon blasters on either side. Again, this was issued for Return of the Jedi, and of course you know that the mini rigs weren't really used in any of the movies. They were creations of the phenomenal artists at Gunnyr to give a more cost-efficient family the opportunity to buy vehicles for their children if they cannot afford a $40 or $50 Falcon or AT-AT at the time. Then I found the battle-damaged TIE Fighter, which was released for Return of the Jedi. From what I can tell, it's basically just the same mold as the original TIE Fighter, but with different battle-damaged stickers, as you can see. It still has the same function of the wing release button, and also it has some sound to it. Isn't that about one of the most annoying sounds you've ever heard, seriously? That may not be exactly how it's supposed to sound, but that's what it sounds like now, almost 40 years later. So this was a great find. They gave me a good price on it. I did not have this in my vehicle collection of Star Wars, so and who doesn't love a nice condition TIE Fighter to add to their collection? And just a couple weeks ago, I had my 40th birthday, so my wife went all out and actually contacted D&E Collectibles herself and asked them if they had a vintage Y-Wing for me for my birthday. And they absolutely did. They hooked her up with a fantastic price, and my good friend Chad went ahead and picked it up, and I got it when I got to his house. So many thanks to my wife for nurturing this crazy habit that I have instead of making fun of me for it. So
the Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire, and Gunnyr's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
I'm off to rescue R2-D2.
Y-Wing Fighter, you have to put it together. Batteries not included. Action figures each sold separately.
Activate laser cannon. Ready, aim, on target. Luke Skywalker to base. We're coming in.
Y-Wing Fighter, action figures sold separately from Gunnyr's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
anyway, here is the vintage Y-Wing, 100% complete. You can see the bomb underneath that's there. You hit the button on the top here, and it drops like that. And I also put batteries in it to see if it worked. And absolutely does. How cool is that? A vintage Y-Wing in working condition. And it is in great shape, guys. I think a lot of the times these rear pieces that snap into place got broken because the plastic is pretty thin here connecting these pieces. But Of course, I need to put a droid in here. There's an opening for a droid, but just a great vehicle all around. And I really wanted this in my collection. And again, many thanks to my wife for seeking one out for me for my 40th birthday. As you guys know, Return of the Jedi was and is my favorite film of the franchise because that's the one I remember as a child. And the final piece that I picked up at D&E was this 100% complete vintage all-terrain armored transport, otherwise known in Star Wars fandom as the AT-AT.
It's new AT-AT, the all-terrain armored transport from Gunnyr. Batteries not included, action figures each sold separately. You can make AT-AT walk. Its legs are big enough to crush obstacles. You can move AT-AT's head and pretend to scan for rebels. AT-AT has a cockpit for Imperial Commander and AT-AT driver, and laser machine guns. When you push a button to fire the laser cannons, you activate battle lights and sounds. There's even a troop compartment. New AT-AT from Gunnyr's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
He is in really good shape. I mean, there's some wear to his stickers, but I mean, other than that, I got him home and I cleaned him up really nice. And I always wanted one of these bad boys. I mean, who didn't? To recreate that fantastic scene on Hoth in Empire Strikes Back. And not only that, but this thing actually works. Let me pull off this panel here and pull up here. Such a cool toy. You can, you know, wiggle the head back and forth. You push it in and the head pops up. And I mean, it's just such a cool toy. And to actually have the electronics working on this bad boy is something else. I mean, this is a 40-year-old toy. 40 years old. And you can pop some D batteries in here and it actually works. So, kudos to Gunnyr, right, for making such amazing pieces of plastic that withstood many, many years of playtime with us children. So that's it. That is what I found at D&E Collectibles when Chad and I went down, as well as a couple of birthday surprises from my wife and from Chad. So many thanks to you guys as well. You can see, I mean, D&E has almost anything that you can think of, so I highly recommend going down to their store and just checking it out, and I'm sure they will meet you somewhere and give you a great price. You saw the variety that I came back with: GoBots, Toxic Crusaders, Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, Silverhawks, and you saw everything else that was in that video. So be prepared to spend some money if you're willing, but again, they will always work with you to try to get you a great deal. So that's it, folks. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel at ReeYees Retro Toys for all of your vintage toy hunting needs. Thank you for watching and keep on hunting.
Highway.